everybody. Welcome to episode 396 of the AllYouCanHear podcast. We're doing this intro a little different because originally when we recorded this episode, this was actually part of the summer 2025 movie auction episode. It was just this random side tangent that we went on. And we decided that since it's so long, we'll just make it its own episode. Just a fun little kind of discussion, a very popular one, if you couldn't tell from the episode title. But this kind of goes a little more than, beyond just the gorilla. So in this episode, it's me, Wenzel, Colt, as usual, with Tanner and Pat joining us. And it's pretty fun, and I'll go and say Colt is insane. They don't know about this little intro section that I'm having to record on my own, but if Colt, Tanner, or Pat, if you're listening to this, just know after having heard so many discussions on this topic now, and having listened back to this episode, Colt sounds like a fucking insane person. Reminder to everybody, these animals obviously should not be harming them or anything. These animals are not mythical creatures. They can die. They can get tired. They can get even scared. So Colt's just making absurd, outrageous statements in here. So be forewarned, and I hope you enjoy this episode.
1-6 versus the Super Minion team. Deathmatch.
Stitch definitely beats the Super Minions.
I don't know. We didn't get to see the Super Minions power scales correctly. They were under fucking utilized
because they're terrible.
They got fucking destroyed.
I think they could take on Invincible.
Okay, Colt. We need to have a talk real quick.
The Super Minions versus
Colt doesn't understand how power scaling works.
Conquest would lose in a heartbeat.
The Super Minions versus Conquest.
Who wins? 100 Conquest or a gorilla?
Now hold on. Are we doing like 1v1s or all at once?
What do you fucking mean?
What a stupid fucking question.
You're God damn it.
What? First of all, wouldn't matter.
Yeah, because the Conquest get wiped.
I don't want to bring this conflict in here. I'll just notify people that if you don't know, there's this thing going around the internet where there's this question that was asked of 100 men from ages 26 to 32, half of them college athlete level men versus one gorilla. And Colt goes into our chat talking about how he didn't know all of the question, so he just says 100 men versus a gorilla. The gorilla's winning all the time.
Colt said there could be 80-year-olds with cancer on the team. Which
I thought the original question is 100 random people.
No.
I feel like that's fair, more fair towards the gorilla. Okay.
You think it's fucking Hunger Games? You think my 90-year-old Paw is going to be on a team of 100 people fighting a fucking gorilla?
Well, if his name gets fucking pulled,
he's in a wheelchair. What is he going to do?
Also,
get ripped apart.
I would like to mention too. I recently saw a clip of somebody who's like he's a zoologist and he's worked with gorillas as well. He basically gave his opinion on this, and he said. He was like 100 men versus a gorilla. That's a pretty reasonable fight. Now, probably a few groups of men are going to die, but
absolutely.
But because of the gorilla, it has, it's like 500 pounds, 400 to 500 pounds. It's gonna get tired. So eventually, before even you get down to like maybe 50 guys, they're gonna kill the gorilla. So like.
Forgetting about the fact
that men to fight the gorilla.
Yeah, that's the thing, because I think the first 15 or 20 people touching this gorilla are dying. Straight up.
And the thing, and the thing is too is like I'm gonna put Cole on blast here. He was like, it takes at least 145 men. It's not going to be possible. It's like half of them are college level athletes, and also too. All these men, like let's say average is anywhere from 190 to 200 pounds. I mean, these guys that's 20,000 pounds of mass.
I'm going to say
a gorilla can't handle that.
I'm going to say this. I think 100 coordinated athletic men could like destabilize a military grade tank. So I think the gorilla is going to be no problem.
I don't think that's true.
I absolutely think it's true.
The Dallas Cowboys versus one gorilla.
One toddler versus Chuck Norris with a gun.
And see, Colt pulled this where he was like, okay, well, I guess you guys think that, or Wenzel thinks that 100 men versus a rhino, the men would win. Again, a rhino is different from a gorilla. Like, a rhino is bigger than a gorilla and can just mow down these guys, like, more easily.
I think you're dick riding man too much.
I think 100 men could still beat a rhino.
Oh, no.
I think there's a serious, like, flaw in the question, too, is that there's an oversight. Is that what if the gorilla is actually Optimus Primal in disguise?
Exactly. What if it has a gun?
No, Colt did not consider that. Colt, let's.
I just did now.
No. Pat,
okay, what if the monkey was a nuke and it goes off on contact?
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to leave it at this. 100 athletic men, I think, can take on any one singular animal on the planet.
With their bare hands?
With their bare hands. I don't think there is a single animal that 100, like I said, 100 athletic men could not take in a fight.
That's just not the case.
That's a great idea for that. What's that 100 versus show on Netflix? Was like 100 peak athletes competing. Get them all of them together fighting.
Dude, physical 100, but
physical 100, but they go to a zoo and they square up with the animal that the wheel lands on.
You guys have to fight this fucking tiger. Hell yeah, that'd be awesome. Physical 100 is already like one of the best shows ever, so them fighting animals would also be incredibly sick.
So I feel like Tanner said the more outrageous thing, and Wenzel's not on him at all.
What animal do you think could take out 100 men? 100 athletic
rhino?
Men?
A fucking hippopotamus?
A hippo could not take out 100 men at once.
The hippo is the deadliest animal on Earth.
And that's 100 men. Technically,
but it doesn't kill.
Technically, the human male is the deadliest animal on Earth. If we want to get down to it, the human mammal is the deadliest creature on Earth. First of all, second of all, I'm not saying that they're going to come out unscathed. But you're 100 things fighting one thing, unless it was a fucking fire-breathing dragon. 100 guys can take down a hippo with their bare hands.
These things aren't unstoppable killing machines. They're going to get tired. They're going to get worn down. Colt keeps saying that 100 men isn't enough. He says it's a small number. It's like 100 people. Have you seen
100 people is so fucking many.
That is so
not
many people.
In the big picture.
In this picture, in the big picture, it's not. But in this picture, it is.
For one animal, it's huge. It's
okay, sure, you got the gorilla, but no way in hell they're taking down a rhino or hippopotamus. That's where I put my line in the sand. It's not happening ever, never happening.
Have you seen men push over a car? If they can all like get
the hippo's just going to sit there and spot and just be like, "You've got me."
Okay, but if the hippo is running, first of all, 100 people can spread out and then come together. It'd be like fucking Pikmin. They would coordinated. 100 men could take out a hippo with their bare hands. It would.
Yes.
I mean,
and then not only
honestly, I would say the hippo may be easier than the gorilla.
What you have to do is you have to find the Pikmin with the bomb, put the bomb in the hippo's mouth, let it go off, and then when it's like smoldering and dazed, you circle in, swarm it, and then pound it down, and then you back off again. I played Pikmin. I put hours into Pikmin. Put me in the Pikmin game.
And see too, we'll put you in, Pat.
Pat.
Some of these men are getting killed. I mean, nobody says they can't break these guys' bones, rip them out, and use them as weapons.
I don't think that's
let's mutilate the fallen.
I mean, if I'm in a life and death situation and I'm seeing men die, I don't think my first thought is let me get this guy's forearm and form a knife. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna have the forethought to do that.
It would be impossible.
Some of the oldest tools in human. Some of the oldest tools.
Okay, so how quick are they going to be able to remove muscle from bone? Do you know how hard it is to remove flesh from bone without any tools? It is fucking adhered to it.
How fast do you fucking think this hippo is going to kill 100 men by the time you can get at least one bone broken?
Yeah, I don't think a hippo can kill more than 2 people at a time.
No.
Like a hippo's just not big enough to kill like a group of.
I don't think you know how big a hippo is.
I do know how big a hippo is. That's why I'm answering the question.
Like, I think you're underestimating human ingenuity. If
you're
you're
underestimating the kingdom of animals that run this world that we're slowly killing out with guns.
I believe I'm the last one to see a hippo live in person. I think 100 athletes, 100 in their athletic prime men could take out a hippo. And I honestly think it'd be easier to take out the hippo than taking out the gorilla. Both would be difficult.
No.
Both times
would be difficult.
there would be losses for the 100 athletic men, but I think it is possible.
Yeah, because a gorilla has hands, a hippo doesn't. It's just going to be running and biting. And also, too, people have been killing these animals way before guns. Like,
with their bare hands?
They can use, nobody says anybody can use tools. What are they in? Like a clean white room?
Oh, no. In this scenario, they are in like a Thunderdome
versus one hippo.
Yeah, they don't have weapons or anything. They don't have tools. It's not Minecraft. They don't have pickaxes.
Okay, but still, like.
Yeah, but yes, I think 100. Yes, I think 100 could take out the hippo. I think 100 could take out the rhino. I think the rhino would be the toughest, but I think that's done. But yeah, that's it.
I mean,
I'm going to call some people.
But like, I mean, goddamn, like if you just see what one person does to one person, it's just like it's just
people are way more fragile than animals.
Yes, but
we are animals, you idiot!
Oh my god!
It's 100. I think you're underestimating 100 things. That's like I've always found it funny when you and Wenzel talk about how many fifth graders y'all could take in a fight. Y'all cannot take.
We're not bringing that back.
Y'all cannot take 100 fifth graders at one time. You're just going to get overwhelmed by the numbers.
If it's me and Wenzel, yeah, we could.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
No.
Just hit him in the head.
That doesn't matter. You can do one at a time.
I've completely let go of that. I don't know. I don't really care.
And we totally could. Hey, Wenzel, 100. You and me could kill one toddler.
Hey, Wenzel, cut that.
Oh man.
Oh my god. In this fucking show.
You guys are
all right. You're gonna play. You're fucking wrong. Fuck you.
You're wrong. You are wrong, and you know it.
Unstoppable. You might as well say they'll take down a T-Rex too.
First of all, what do you mean they're unstoppable? First of all, T-Rex is a totally different story because I don't think 100 athletic men could take down a T-Rex. But also, T-Rexes aren't on this planet anymore.
All right, how about me with a fucking 50 cal Browning light machine gun, just holding it mounted on a wall while you guys are standing in a line? How about that? Just you two. I'm just shooting you two to death.
Okay, well, so I don't want to keep this going, but this has been bugging me.
I'm tired.
So you said any animal on the planet. What about a humpback whale?
Yeah.
What about him?
I think 100 men barehanded could take out a humpback whale.
That's interesting.
No, I don't think that's possible. The water.
Yes, it is possible. What do you mean it's not possible?
If it's in the water,
that's not our fucking habitat.
I don't see that. That's where I don't know.
It doesn't matter. The 100 guys could jump in its mouth, go in its stomach, and tear it up from the inside out.
What do you think this is? God of War going inside your gun?
That's what Pinocchio. That's what can happen.
Oh,
it's a lot tighter inside.
It's possible with just 3 people.
Yeah, nobody's ever done that either. So yeah, I mean, sure, I could see that. Okay, never mind.
So you may need to take this and make it its own thing. This may not need to be the last 20 minutes of the summer movie auction.
Do you think you can run and go inside of a whale and move around freely to rip it open from the inside?
I think 100 people can. Yeah, I think it.
Has anyone ever filmed inside of a whale? It could be spacious.
Yeah, watch any fucking movie. What's that fucking? What movie did I recently watch where the guy got swallowed?
Shape of Water.
Recently watched, Colt.
Way of Water.
No, that's when a fish went inside of a person. That's a different type of movie.
No, what? Oh, fuck! What movie did I watch recently that the guy got swallowed? It was a Disney movie.
Because they're real.
It's probably
Pinocchio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was Pinocchio.
I was gonna
How
say
do
it's
you-
Pinocchio. We just said Pinocchio.
We said that earlier.
Yeah, it's Pinocchio. Well, I mean, fucking Geppetto can do it. 100 athletic men can do it.
Pinocchio is a boy made of wood. He's not a real boy.
Based
All right,
on
He
thank
turns
the
into a
story.
real boy at the end of the movie.
No, that's for me to tell. I'm just notifying people.
Also,
and
is Geppetto on a registry? We never learn.
Also, that movie's fucking crazy. Are y'all aware that in the animated Pinocchio, they go to a theme park to like get diddled by this evil guy, and he just gives them like beer and shit to turn them into horses?
What?
Yeah.
I haven't seen this movie in a while.
Dude, it's fucking crazy.
We watched it for Cajun Greatness a few years ago, and like, listen, Pinocchio it invented Boar and invented the Akira slide. It did a lot.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
that
it's
fish
like-
was the blueprint for Angelina Jolie.
And Wanted?
I don't know how an animated fish can be a blueprint for a real life person, but I think I agree with
Because
that.
her weird pervert father watched that movie as a child and then genetically sculpted his daughter to be that.
Okay, Pat's saying this like he knows. I will say Pinocchio is a good ass movie though. I'd recommend it. Riley and I are watching all the Walt Disney animated picture movies, and so far Pinocchio is second in our ranking.
Which one's the most offensive?
Ooh, out of the
That you've
animated
seen.
films, I'm gonna. You know what movie is weirdly offensive? It's fucking Lady and the Tramp.
I don't remember that anything other than them eating spaghetti.
Well, there's some cats in that movie that I would deem problematic.
Yeah, it's the Siamese. It's supposed to be
Yeah,
the Siamese twins.
yeah.
I thought that was a
racist
different
stereotype
movie.
cats.
Yeah, dude, there's racist stereotype cats in multiple Disney movies. We haven't watched the
Oh.
Aristocats yet.
That's
The
what I was
Aristocat-
thinking of.
The Aristocats is fucking crazy with the racism.
Can't wait to see your
It
letterbox
is-
score.
It is crazy. What? For Aristocats?
Yeah.
I think last time I watched, I gave it like 3.5.
So the racism didn't weigh it down that much.
Well, I mean, look, it was, you know.
That's before he knew it was racially coded.
Yeah, 2019.
No, you can tell. you can tell.
Give us some examples.
Of the racism in Aristocats?
Yeah, like repeat what they did.
I will say no. I will say there is a cat in that movie that is a Siamese cat and has chopsticks and other various Asian stereotypes done with it. And at one point, it plays the piano with the chopsticks while saying what could be construed as sounds that an Asian person might make.
Damn.
Yeah,
I think they just used the same cat. They hired.
It could be the same cat. Wenzel, I don't think all this information should go in this episode.
I think
this
it
be its
should.
own thing. I know. I think this is just a second episode.
This is just the cool down portion.
Yeah.
I'll split it in half.
I think
cut
this
it.
should be 396.
Okay. Sure.
This is 396.5. This is a Chalupa after show.
Well, no, we are just recorded 395. How did we have 396.5 before 396?
Where'd the chalupa come from?
God damn it. Wenzel in whatever we're doing.
The whole numbers system is off because y'all forgot the number episode right like 2 years ago.
No, we
Hey!
deleted that episode.
That's a lost episode, Pat. Shut the fuck up. All right. Thanks for listening to us. We are the All You Can Hear podcast. You can find us on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Overcast, and YouTube. Follow us on Bluesky at AYCHpodcast.bsky.social. You can follow us on YouTube as well, All You Can Hear, where all of our episodes are uploaded along with the instruction booklets episode and all the VODs from their streams and our past streams from twitch.tv/AllYouCanHear. And lastly, you can follow me, Wenzel, on Bluesky as World of Wenzel and Wenzel's Essentials. My link tree has links for everything, including my Goodreads, Letterboxd, and music board.
Follow me on Bluesky at Colt D99. And And also do yourself a favor and go out and watch Chicken Jockey.
Whoa. I've been Tanner. You can follow me on Bluesky, Tanner1495.bsky.social. I've been posting a bunch of cards I've been getting, so do that. And you can follow me on Letterboxd, Tanner1495.
I've been Patrick. Thank you so much for listening. You can follow me on Bluesky, Instagram, and Letterboxd at John Lost His Name.
Ta-ta!